Hello, my dear Scorpio. This is your personality coding for love, career, money for September. Here in the Funky Oracle, we start. Hello, my dear Scorpio. This is your personality coding for love, career, money here on the Funky Oracle with me, Xenia, the Funky Oracle. I welcome you here on my channel where I channel in 3 languages, English, German, and soon Russian, my mother language, for you guys out there to have a beautiful daily life. I'm the Oracle for Higher Timeline. And together with my soulmate, we create not only this beautiful setting and these beautiful videos for you, but also on the funkyoracle.com. I'm confusing the site, I think it's here. You will find the 3D harmonical binaural audios for your deeper programming process. Visit the website and figure out more about this. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions. Before we start, I ask you to allow me to connect myself with your highest potential. Please comment below with your sign, with your name, with your favorite emoji if you want to, and let's begin. I love you, I love myself, I love what is, I'm the love, I'm light, I'm you. For the love in September, which is the Virgo season, and in my perspective, Virgo and Scorpio are very similar. We got an Ace of Cups. So you better focus on your breathing, girl, because the life has already something very, very crazy in common for you. So I feel like it's one gift, another gift, another gift, another gift. If you want to, you can also have this in the negative way, that you have to worry about something because the feelings will upcoming very fast and quickly. So you have to be ready for this. It's maybe not the most stable month in this year, but listen, if you take this responsibility that life gives you with these little daily challenges, if you take this responsibility honestly and seriously, I think you will celebrate your birthday in the end of October and November that's coming, and already a new surrounding, and maybe with more money on your bank account that you have right now, and maybe that you ever have in your life. Why I'm so sure about this? Because this year is very crazy. This is a very karmic year, if you want to. The 2024 makes an 8, and the 8 is a sign of eternity. We have 2 zeros next to each other, so everything is changing very fast. It's coming and it's going also very fast. So those of us will survive and already and even win in this fast changing game, those who are ready to take the ride and make it good and look good in this, and or at least have maybe a bad feeling or a finding that it's bad for them, but they took responsibility. What I mean is, don't be afraid to be jealous if you feel jealous. Don't be afraid to be insecure if you feel insecurity. I think in September, Virgo wants your purest you. I think it's even better for your karmic points that if you feel, for example, one of those feelings that you're not proud of, and you feel them and you share them and you're done. Like the life and situation and the person will let you way faster if you are conscious about your feelings. So don't be afraid to feel something that's new for you, that's maybe uncomfortable for you. It's better to feel it than to push it away. The faster you feel it, the faster it goes. And maybe also be aware that you are also the one who has to stop the feeling. How can I tell you? Maybe you will have more time in September than in the whole year that you had in the whole year. More time with yourself. And if a Scorpio has more time with itself, it starts analyzing itself. So it starts to going inside of the feelings into the subconscious. So it might be a dangerous game for you. If you are by yourself, if you have to switch maybe too fast, you might block, maybe also your subconsciousness might block it. So you're stuck in one of the feelings. So this doesn't happen. Sorry guys, you have to breathe also again. I have, for Ace of Cups, I have activate your lungs in my matrix, and which means is breathing. So whatever you feel stuck in the feeling, in the situation, in the description, maybe like me right now, a deep breath in, breathe out, and then you move forward. So don't be afraid to feel something, but also remember that you have only a specific amount of time. You have just this life, you have just this today, you have another task on the day. That's why keep going. And maybe this a little bit uncomfortable situation right now that pushes you left and right and you feel like a ping pong. We are in the career. This is a compromise. 6 of rainbows, 6 of coins. Which means let's build in the future. Maybe this a little bit insecure situation is what you've been working for, or maybe it's something that you haven't even expected, so you have to improvise. So again, if you feel new in this situation, let's say you have to do the work that you actually never wanted to do in your life again. Let's say you worked as a fitness trainer somewhere and you said, I don't want to do this at all anymore. But you have to do this. You have to make a compromise because you are in a relationship right now, because maybe you in the need of money, maybe because the situation is this way right now that you don't want to do anything else but only something that you used to do in your life. So you just repeat the beautiful memories of your life. So you have to make this compromise with yourself if you want to. You have to make it look good. It's new for you. It's uncomfortable for you. It feels like a compromise. So make the best out of it. Virgo energy, I just read for Virgo energy. And Virgo itself is also Virgo itself, like Virgo people also feel this energy. And I said for Virgo that, just a second, the best way to succeed in September is when you play honest with life and only show, and you only show, only connect yourself with something that feels good for you. It sounds a little bit controversial because we're talking about the compromise here. With a compromise, you can just see the fact that you have already to live this life. You have to wake up every day and you have to go to work, you have to breathe, you have to eat, you have to go to the toilet, you have to exercise, you have to play with your cats, you have to be with your partner. So it's already, the life isn't easy. It is not an easy game. It's not an easy part. It's not an easy job. So maybe see this fact in September already as a compromise, that you are already in this body. You decided to go through this life. You decided to make, you had these decisions in your life that brought you right here, right now, in this moment where you are right here, right now, sitting and listening to this video. So, and I have a feeling, and I think you know this too, that you are a very smart person. So you would never put yourself so much in danger that your decisions will kill you. Never. it's not a Scorpio move at all. This is actually something that I think life protects you from, or this is your biggest goal. To have the weapon, to have something that you protect yourself with from the others, but this something can never kill you. So maybe this is your empathy. So a Scorpio is gifted with empathy. A Scorpio is gifted with feeling others, is gifted with knowing the perfect answer, maybe knowing the most painful answer, but the right answer to empower the person, empower the situation, to transform something. And it might be that in September, because of the Virgo energy, because everything what I said, and because how the life is right now, you're gonna face maybe the most uncomfortable sides of yourself. Does it make sense? Like, you are already so pure with yourself that you can understand what I mean. That, like, I'm talking about someone here who sees right away inside of him or herself if something goes wrong out there, different as you planned, and happens in completely different energy that you actually feel yourself. So you start asking yourself, wait a minute, I haven't expected this one. I didn't see this coming. Why did it happen? Where maybe I act similar in the past, so I attracted this situation. This is what I mean here. And I can imagine that through the compromises, yes, thank you, through the compromises that you have to go in September in your career, you will see the negative sides, the contrast, like not the pros, the completely contrast of your decisions in the past. Does it make sense? Do you understand what I mean? Which means that, for example, you're sitting there, you would like to go outside, but you have no money, for example, because 3 weeks ago you decided to quit the job and you feel like, oh, fuck, now I have to eat this. So you have to go through something that doesn't feel comfortable, but there is no one you can judge because it was your decision. And I think this is some sort of gift from the Virgo energy, because Virgos are the purest in the sexual energy, in the life force energy. So if you stand the ground in this life exam, if you just do something for this every day, that you say, okay, I don't like the situation, but you still kind of make the best out of it. Let's say if you have to go to work, that at least you put the perfume that you like, so you feel comfortable with yourself. If you have to work late, like me right now, I could do it early in the day, but I again made it late at night, that you still make it happen and you enjoy the situation, that you make the best out of it. So, and I promise you, if you do the best out of it, even though you don't like it, you will see how gorgeous you are, how much power you actually have. And Scorpio, that you are way stronger and way more mature, meanwhile, that you think. Because the main goal of the situation is, of course, to end it up not with a compromise feeling, because compromise is shitty. It's like, it feels like you lost. But we know you can never lose. You always win. You win the experience. So you are with someone in the situation. It feels like it's a project of two people. So you're not alone. You're not by yourself. And whoever is on your side right now, this is your partner in crime. Virgo season will prove everyone and every relationship how pure are the intentions of us inside of our social relationships. So you better be more honest with yourself. And you can even say that it doesn't feel comfortable, it feels like a compromise. So you start talking about this. You are too mature and other people. So make the best out of it. Be transparent, be emotional, but also know when to move forward, when to switch, when to start working, when to start building something instead of just maybe destroying, because again, compromise isn't a good feeling. So our job here is to get out of it in the best comfortable way. That's why you have to be aware of your daily routine, of how your body is working, when is your period, when is a full moon, when is a new moon if you want to, which time of the year it is right now, what is the season, what is the weather. So the better you know your body, the easier it will be for you in this situation. And maybe also the better prepared you are already with your habits, that you already know when you exercise, when you wake up, when you eat, when you sleep, when you drink, and so on. The better you are in these little steps, the easier will be every compromise you have to do, not only in September. Because in the habits that you are conscious in already, you are safe, you are stable. And if you can protect them and protect them in front of someone who is new in your life, and that you say, look, we can work together, but this is a must. If you're still with me, let's go. And I promise you, if you are this concrete, if you are this stable, if you are this secure, the other part will appreciate this you way better, even though you were maybe not that stable 5 minutes ago. But you are on, like, yes, be more conscious, be more secure, talk about this situation, and try to bring every uncomfortable situation into the comfortable one, and try to make it fast. Try to play, try to be the mature one, fake it till you make it if you want to, and see what happens. And I have a very good feeling, Scorpio. I have a feeling that people will see how balanced you actually are. So you have to try it out. Yes, here we go. Next, the money. Here we have a Queen of Pentacles. Yes, the glow, the star, the muse, the model. I think you know what I'm talking about. It feels like everything that I said before was a proof for you that you have to go through this. That this is some sort of a life exam right now, and the better you perform, the more calm you stay, the more generous you stay, the more mature you react, the better is the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you know that all the problems and troubles, no matter how big they are, they will calm down. Either you will calm them down, or you will calm yourself down, or the life will calm down by itself. There is always a peace after the storm. So the better you feel in the moment, and maybe also the better you look in the moment, the better is your financial situation. And I see a woman maybe from the... I'm a Russian, I have Russian roots, I was born in Russia, so someone maybe who was born in either in the East Europe, or maybe you're a Slavic girl, or maybe you're just someone who just... a girl, a woman, you just know how to play, how to motivate yourself. You know that if you are at the lowest in your life, maybe even financially, this is a time where you start finally exercising, when you finally start taking care of your sleep, when you finally start putting a makeup, like pushing yourself from within to start attracting the wealth, the health, the abundance. So yes, you are abundance in September. Again, no matter how life treats you, or how life maybe also tricks you, the faster you switch your focus on what you want, the faster you will be in this feeling what you want to have, right? And that's why this is your maturity exam. Also for your money. See how your style will change in this month, maybe also after this reading. and compare these pictures from the change towards where you were maybe 3 months ago or where you've been 1 year ago. Or compare this, like, yes, what I want you to be aware of, that the way you look affects the money that you make. Maybe you're not aware of this and you say it's not about the clothing, it's about what's in here. We all know, but at the same time, you're a very sexual sign, you're very aware sign, you're also very picky. So there is then a dissonance that on one side you know what's good and what's good for you, what you like on the outside. For example, of how the person looks. If someone like you have the status, how would this person will look? You will give me a completely different picture to someone, to the way you look right now. You know what I mean? Like do you style yourself the way you feel? Do you style yourself the way your job needs you to be? Are you already aware of this, what you are wearing? I have a feeling that with the clothing, you're maybe underestimated a little bit the power of the clothing, or you forgot about this a little bit. Maybe your focus was somewhere else. Maybe you've been doing a lot of homework. You've been preparing yourself for this period of life. You've been preparing someone else. You're a young mother, you have kids in the house, you have pets in the house, so you're working maybe a lot in the garden or in the household. Like, your styling is not what the diva looks like, or it wasn't like this before. So try it in September. No matter how life treats you, you should always look good, because sometimes, as I said, the situation can switch so fast that from minus 500 you can be in a plus 1500. And then you can go out and you can go on a vacation. So are you ready mentally for this? So it's, you see, not only emotional, you have to be stable, but also what you're wearing, what you show out there. So what other people see in you. Do you show the value that you truly feel yourself in, or you have to show the value of how you truly see yourself with what you're wearing, with what you're posting, how you speak? It's a good balance to what we saw on a career, where you have to fit in somehow. Here on the money, you will say, I will manifest it. Maybe this energy, this feeling of, I'm the magician of my dream, I'm manifesting the money. I forgot that I can manifest the money. Sometimes we get too comfortable, we depend on someone, we don't need money anymore, we don't focus on this, we focus on something else. And when the focus changes for the good or for the bad, then you forget how to handle with this. You forget to work with this. So bring your focus again towards the money, and flirt with the money. Maybe also be understandable to yourself that you lost the focus. So find your own way into the wealthy energy. Again, through your clothing, through your aura, through the way you act, through the way you speak, through the way how you through the way what you show. Maybe you lost the focus because you've been focusing yourself, as I said, too much on the others. It can also happen to someone who help other people, so you analyze other people's stories too much that you forgot your own story. So you look your style starts changing. So you start looking, for example, like your partner, you start looking like your kids, you start acting like your pets, you start thinking like your clients or like your parents. So this month will show you and triggers you as long as you need to find this balance again of where you are, how much money you make, how much money you have, how much savings you have, and so on. So it's a good month to make money again, to start showing yourself, to start maybe also talking about money problems, whatever makes you feel comfortable in this topic, that you feel like, oh, I'm gaining the energy again, I'm gaining my respect again, I'm gaining my memories of how I used to make money again. Yes, this is your soul plan card that we have at the end here. And for the soul plan, we have the High Priestess. This is the only big arcana here. The only bigger arcana here in the reading. And this card wants you or reminds you on the balanced, on the balance in life. So whatever you do, it should feel good. Like, as I said, if it's a compromise on the work, then you have always get out something out of it. If it's a late night working, okay, then you will get your money. They will get your money extra. Then you will sleep longer the next day. Something simple, but what feels truly valuable and almost in the same value what you're investing. It always should feel like it's a win-win situation for you. If you open up to a partner that maybe no matter what he says, you know that the situation, the conversation will end up good. Like something, let's say you talk about topic that he doesn't like, but you talk about this topic for the 5,000th time again, and you just know you have to talk about this, and this time you're not gonna get into the negative vibes. For example, I don't know, it's a weird, maybe it's a weird comparison, but please be aware of your power, that if you feel, for example, uncomfortable in something, that you have the power to make yourself feel comfortable right away. You can talk to life, you can talk to yourself, you can talk to other people. Everything wants interaction. We're all connected. So the life, the system, the matrix wants the best out of it. It's always moving, it's always changing. So please be aware of this. Be aware that you are gifted and to be connected to others, and to be very good, and to be connected to others. So you connect yourself your lifelong, actually. It's nothing new what I say here. That's why, please, if you want to celebrate the life good, if you want to spend a good September, be generous, be clean, be simple, and I think, yes, you win in September when you focus on the balance. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, my Scorpios. I hope you felt good and you feel more connected and understood. Thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next video. Bye.
I'm this power that I feel. I'm love and wisdom. Today, I'm stronger and stronger.